I just read the fantastic book Animal Farm, and I wanted to give you guys a little review of it. And if you haven't read it, you need to read it. If you care about human behavior and you're curious about how we can go from a hopeful, wonderful idea into extraordinary manipulation and control, read Animal Farm. There's a fantastic quote on the book that says, "All animals are created equal, but some animals are more equal than others." This to me beautifully represents how many people are fighting for a cause that comes from a place of kind of the extreme woke these days, that comes from a place of good-heartedness and caring for one another. But what some of those people are doing is they're saying, I want to make sure everyone's treated fairly and equally. And then if you look a little deeper, it's really only to the people who are supporting their own values, which means it's not fair and equal. But we can so easily convince ourselves that we're on the right side of history. We all can do that so well. This book shows how leadership, when unchecked, turns into control and manipulation and misinformation. I really identified with the character Boxer, who's this hardworking horse that without him, very little on the farm would be possible. And he just has this mentality like, I'll work harder. Napoleon is always right. Napoleon becomes the leader. And he just recites this over and over again without question. And in doing so, spoiler alert, he ends up dying near the end of the book and is promised that he's going to be sent into retirement lovingly, that he's going to, have this opportunity to celebrate all his hard work and enjoy his peace. But instead he's sent to the glue factory because that's how the main pig can make more money, Napoleon. I love it because it does such a great job of articulating how easily we can be convinced of something. And I found it to be a reminder to check in on my ability and our ability to think, to actually work out complex problems, making sure that we're cautious to oversimplify these complex problems. I think what this book emphasizes is the danger of extremism, cancel culture, trendy causes, and a leadership based on control instead of inspiration or a common goal. It also emphasizes how easy it is to take advantage of people who have an inability to think or speak up for themselves. And if we're not careful, I do think that's where the world is heading in a lot of places. So what is the antidote? We can be very pessimistic right now, and I think we have good reason to be. I think what also we're being called for is leadership, the ability to think and articulate our thoughts in a way that creates connection and understanding, that inspires a common goal. But if we're not careful, we're going to lose a lot of the freedoms we've become very comfortable to. This is a call to leadership. This is a call to develop our skills. Because if we don't, we're going to be like some of the animals that were so cleverly manipulated by the clever pigs of Animal Farm.